Hello everyone, welcome to Crusaders 2127. Got a few updates for you here on the Ebola, Yellowstone, Russia, vaccines. You pretty much name it, we're in some deep trouble. I was scrolling through RSOE, the updates that I receive in my email, and every other notification is something to do with a biological hazard, and 2 out of 3 I would say were North America. Let's see if I can't remember them all. I'd show you, but as you can see, I'm having some issues with my email. It's every other day with this computer. Um, Plague in squirrels. A woman had plague. Anthrax and bison in South Dakota. There's a couple others, and I just couldn't believe it. It's just holy crap. We're receiving wrath right now. God's judgment is upon this great nation, this once great nation. Because a lot of people, most people, turn their backs on him. Yellowstone evacuated. Experts claim supervolcano could erupt within weeks. Those are some pretty strong words. This is on the civictribune.com. Yellowstone National Park has been hastily evacuated as fear of the Yellowstone caldera's eruption is deemed to be approaching sooner than previously expected. Researchers on site claim that the 640,000-year-old supervolcano has exhibited a sudden spike of activity, which indicates that it could erupt in as little as 2 weeks. The explosion caused by the volcano would very well throw all of the United States into a 200-year-long volcanic winter, with ash blotting out the sun. Two weeks ago, several roads through Yellowstone were closed down after the pavement began to crack and bubble due to the extreme temperatures rising beneath the Earth's surface. No one has yet been able to pinpoint what has spurred this sudden surge of action. Officials monitoring the volcano are primarily concerned with keeping the curious out of the park, as well as safely vacating surrounding areas to prevent any potential casualties. Why is mainstream not talking about this? My big question is this 100% true? Because why aren't more people talking about this? Or is this what Ebola is the distraction for? Ebola's in our face. Diseases are in our face. And this website claims that Yellowstone could erupt within 2 weeks. Or researchers, according to this website, researchers claim that within 2 weeks Yellowstone could erupt. Those are some strong words. Time's at hand. Ebola terror at Gatwick as passenger collapses and dies getting off Sierra Leone flight. Staff tell fears. Staff tell of this is it's just. I've got so many. I've got 4 different locations where Ebola has been spotted outside of Africa. Staff tell of fears as jet from Africa is quarantined after the death of a passenger was sweating and vomiting before she collapsed. I think this is the UK one. That has actually been proven that she was not Ebola positive. Too close. Even worse. Deadly virus missing from Texas bioterror lab. Virus called Guanarito causes Ebola-like symptoms. Oh, really? Lab officials, highly unlikely virus was stolen, may have been accidentally destroyed during routine cleaning, highly unlikely. A frozen vial of a deadly virus is missing from a bioterror lab in Texas. On the border? U.S. doctor quarantines himself at home after treating Ebola patients in Liberia. A retired American doctor who was working with Ebola patients, oh, this is so smart, patients in West Africa returned to the United States and put himself in quarantine. Dr. Alan Jameson volunteered in the Liberian capital of Monrovia this month. As part of an international medical group, he returned to the United States on July 25th. According to Medical Teams International, the organization he worked with, MTI declined to discuss details of how Jameson traveled back to the United States and how other people could possibly be traveling to the United States. I mean, come on, including whether he was on a commercial flight. China quake death toll rises to 381, over 1,800 injured. There's a lot of photos, which we'll scroll through real quick. What a damaging earthquake. There's a video of it. I probably won't play it. I'll leave a link for you to watch if you want to. Over 400 Ukrainian troops crossed into Russia for refuge. I read the more than 400 Ukrainian troops crossed, and I was thinking, uh-oh. But then I saw refuge, and I was like, oh, okay. More than 400 Ukrainian troops have been allowed to cross into Russia on Sunday night after they requested sanctuary. Russian border guards reported, according to the Rostov region's border guards spokesman. A total of 438 soldiers, including 164 Ukrainian border guards, have been allowed into Russia. They're tired of shooting their own people. Islamic State may soon unleash catastrophic flood on Baghdad. Euphrates River, the kings of the East. Prophecy is about to be fulfilled. I put a video in both of these playlists, and I want you guys to watch it. It's from, I can't remember the guy's name. It's like 2 videos back. One is Dabu7 reporting about how Ebola has gone to different places. He got it out first, and I don't really care. That stuff's got to get out. And if I miss it, then I've got to get somebody else reports on it. Got to get it out. Apparently, they're working on a military vaccine, so that way the military can pretty much be prevented. But this stuff's on hold. It's on clinical hold because it's not correct or something. This company works with Monsanto. Interesting choice. But anyways, I'm going to have you guys watch this video. I'll leave the link for it, so don't worry about that. He does a really good job of explaining it, and I can't copy that. Philippines reports possible Ebola cases, not just cases. The Philippines has reported the country's first suspected cases of the Ebola virus. According to the country's health officials, 7 workers who returned to the Philippines from Sierra Leone are showing symptoms similar to that of the tropical virus. There are currently over 1,300 suspected cases worldwide. The WHO says there is little risk of the virus spreading outside, of West Africa, but countries outside the affected region are still taking precautions to prevent a spread. Liberian dies in Morocco of Ebola. Internal Affairs Minister discloses. Yeah, they're really trying hard here. More like sending people out, one by one. Africa is admitted to SP with suspected Ebola. A man who landed at Guarulhos airport in Sao Paulo in the morning was taken to the hospital Emilio Ribas, capital of the central region, and is hospitalized in an isolated area. The African, whose name was not relevant, undergoes tests that may reveal contamination. Ebola. It's popping up everywhere. This was also in Brazil, and that's a lot of people in Brazil. I think a lot of us know that. It is just a matter of time before this gets out and spreads. We're all seeing it. There's only one way out of this mess, and that's Jesus Christ. Get saved today. That's all the news I've got for right now. I got a lot of updates for the morning. So we'll go over those. But God bless. Be safe. Take it easy. Time's at hand.